Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited to share my top 10 new makeup products that I tried in October. I do have a side-by-side application to show you. I had a lot of lovely products come into my life in October and only one fail-ish that I just want to warn you about. So if that sounds like fun, then just keep watching. The first product is a new product from Peter Thomas Roth. This is his Instant Firm Eye Temporary Eye Tightener. It comes with this brush. I had the previous formula. Honestly, I still have the previous formula, and this one works just a little bit better. You'll see me apply this. You put a very small amount on the back of your hand. You use the brush. You have no skincare on your face when you're using it. And just very, very carefully put it under your eyes. I cheat and put it other places on my face as well. I have a pretty deep smile line here. I have some pretty deep lines on my forehead, my 11. I put it all those places and you'll see the very, very small amount that I used, and it is amazing. It tightens, it smooths. The only complaint that I have is that it's temporary. I wish, wouldn't it be nice if we could do that and the wrinkles be gone forever? But it does last the day on me, and I especially love it under my eyes. My concealer goes on so much nicer, smoother. You can put makeup over this. Highly recommend. For my brows, new to my collection is this Glossier Brow Flick. I have been using it every day since I got it. I love it. You'd think a brow pen is not that exciting. This one just makes life a little bit easier. There's something about the silkiness of the brush that makes it so easy to just flick through the brows. Not too much product, stays on all day, not super expensive. I love it. I have mine in the shade brown. I have two standout products in the eyeshadow category, and the first one is this one from JennDBeauty. This is her Paisley Hoot palette. If you're not familiar with Angelica Nyquist, she is an amazing content creator, and this is sort of a 70s inspired greens, coppers. Really, really beautiful. I've had a lot of fun with this palette. This is a gorgeous fall palette, and the formula is outstanding. Creamy mattes, super buttery, creamy shimmers, mature eyelid friendly. Fantastic. I do follow her on YouTube. I really enjoy her content. She has her own brand with brushes, blushes, and she did come out with lip liners. I do want to give these a shout out. I have enjoyed them, and I do have one of them on today. Speaking of which, I will have everything listed and linked in the description box for you below if you're interested in checking anything out. If you shop with those links, I want to thank you in advance because I do make a small commission and it helps support me and my channel. The other eyeshadow product, and the one that I have on my eyes today, is this one here from Danessa Myricks. This is her Lightwork Volume 7 Freedom Palette. This is the second of these types of palettes. They are amazing. These come out and stack. There is a case. There is a mirror in the front that comes out. The individual shadows come out. This is an investment, but I am here to tell you it is worth every penny that you will spend on it. I sincerely hope that this palette is still available when my video goes up. This is the palette of the year. I want to swatch a couple of these shades for you. I did a short with that. Here's that green. Do you see the texture? I could wrap around my hand with these shades. They go so far. Here's one of the softer ones for day. And then here is one of the peachy gold toppers. Here is the black. That's just so easy to work with. I stamp and then blend, but again, just amazing. And then here's one of the nice browns. So what I did today was I took this shade into my crease. Then I cooled it down a little bit with some of this gray. I did deepen that outer corner a little bit with this black. Then One of my very, very favorite shades in the palette is this one right here. I put it all over the lid, and then just to cool it down a bit, I took some of this silver and put it in the inner corner. I love mixing golds and silvers. Really love the eye look. This is the nicest palette I've ever owned. I think you could take away all of my eyeshadow palettes and I would be happy with this one. It's just stunning. Top spot for bronzer goes to Catrice. This is their Melted Sun Cream Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Beach Babe. So enjoyable to use this bronzer. I'm finding that this is the component that I like best. I like this a little better than sticks or liquids. It's just so easy to tap my brush in, tap it on my cheeks. It blends like a dream. It stays all day. It's not too luminous. It's very natural finish. Beautiful. In the blush category, the one that just wowed me is this one from Too Faced. This is their Cloud Crush Whipped Lip and Cheek Color. You can wear this on your cheeks. You can wear this on your lips. This is in the shade Red Velvet, and it's stunning. One word of warning, and it might just be because it is a red blush. Definitely put it on your hand and then really work it into your brush, blend it out, and then go easy. The first time I used this, I made a little bit of a mess that I had to save. That was on me. You really have to work it into your brush, and then when you put it on your cheeks, it goes nowhere. If you are into the soft focused blur, last all day, red blush that is just the prettiest shade in my book, I recommend. For mascara, I tried the new Lash Icon from Sigma. This is a great tubing mascara, which if you're not familiar, tubing is so nice if you have a hard time with flaking or smudging. I constantly have mascara under my eyes, or at least I used to until I discovered tubing mascara. And occasionally if I use eye drops, I'll get dots on the tops of my eyes. So using a tubing mascara really helps with that. This one is special in that the wand is a little bit different than what I typically use for tubing mascaras. It is really good for curl, for building volume. Really nice. It does take a little bit of getting used to using it on my bottom lashes, but I have done that. This does give a lot of volume, enough for every day, but on days that I want really voluminous lashes, my favorite thing to do is to take a very volumizing mascara. This is a repurchase from One Size. This is the Fantasize mascara. Love this. I put a mascara like this on first, build all that volume that I want on top, and then I take the tubing mascara and I just touch the very tips going all the way across. And what this does is it's going to give even more length because it's adding those tubes to the tips of the lashes, but then it's also going to give you insurance so that those dots don't appear. But Sigma did a great job with this one. For powder, I have been loving this one from One Size. This is his Boucle Silk. This is an airbrushed powder, and this can be used as a finishing powder. It can be used as a setting powder, and I have done really well with this with my oily skin. There is something very special about this formula. It is made with silk, and it is so skin-like, so silky. I would think that if you are a dry-skinned person, combo, oily, this is going to go across all skin types, and I have found that every single day I'm reaching into this powder. Even if I set with a really matte powder, I want to go over this. Today I used my Danessa Blur Balm, so I didn't need to set with a really matte powder, so I set with this powder. He recommends that you use a brush. I use both. I will start with the brush for that initial layer, and then just in my T-zone where my pores are the largest, I use the puff, and wow, pores be gone, smooth, the most skin-like powder, blurring powder I think I've ever used. This Big, big win. For lips, I mentioned that I used the Singe liner. This is Brazen Birch that I used on my lips. It's probably the pinkiest. And then I went in with this beauty. I got this in a subscription box. This is from Makeup Forever. I believe the shade is 214, maybe Daring Rosewood. This is so beautiful. I got more comments. I've worn this in, I would say, 2 or 3 videos this month, and every time somebody makes a comment about my lips. I was out and somebody made a comment about my lips. It's just a beautiful shade, a beautiful soft matte blurred finish. I already have another shade on my Sephora Loves list because I want more. Wears really long, very comfortable. Love, love, love. And the last standout product for October is this one here from none other than Natasha Denona. This is her My Dream pouch. I picked this up. It is limited edition holiday. You get a beautiful liner and bejeweled lip color. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. Very, very pretty. Let me swatch it. Like a nice nudie pink. The liner matches it perfectly. You get this pretty blush duo. The blush is a cream. The highlight is a very silky powder. And then you get this eyeshadow palette, which has shades from her My Dream palette. This is a soft, pretty, peachy pink color story that's just so flattering. I would think on many different skin tones. You get these 4 items, you get the bag. What a fabulous gift this would make for someone. And the last product I will share is my semi-fail. I love setting spray. I really feel like setting spray helps me keep my makeup on all day, and my one size has been my number 1 for a very long time. Really enjoy that. Love the aerosol spray. I was afraid to try the Danessa Myricks because it was a squirt style. She has shown me that she is fabulous. She is even more blurring than this one. This one is going to make you waterproof, stay all day. This one, stay all day, plus a little blur, which is lovely. But I just had to try this one. I know that Charlotte Tilbury, one of her number 1 products is her setting spray. I owned the original setting spray, and when she came out with a matte, I had to do it. So I picked up the matte version of her setting spray, and this also blurs, mattifies, sets all day, airbrush finish. But this one is my least favorite. I shake it, but what I end up with is water droplets on my face, and that's a no-no. That really, really bugs me. You'll see in my try-on that I spray my face, and then I have to go in with a puff and set. And I just always worry that that's going to disrupt my makeup when I do that. So will I use it? Yes. Will I repurchase it? I don't think so. And that is everything that I have. I hope you enjoyed this more compact version, just doing a top 10. I had fun with so many products, even the products that didn't make it. If I didn't mention it, it's good. It's just not fabulous, and it's not terrible. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up, and of course, leave me a comment, even if it's just a heart, to let me know you were here. I thank you so much for spending some of your precious time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.